Well, good afternoon. We have all learned a lot since George Floyd's brutal death at the hands of a police officer. I am not a black man, so when I leave my house each day, I do not leave with the underlying fear of what might happen to me because of what I look like. I will never be able to fully understand the ever-present fear that something bad might happen to me because of the color of my skin. No one in this community should ever have to live in fear of the color of their skin. Everyone should be treated equally. My administration has been intentional in this area, but we have so much more to learn, so much more to improve on, and so much more to expand on. We must strive daily to do everything possible to make everyone feel equal. As a result, today I'm announcing the Moving Forward Together initiative. It's an action plan designed to bring our community together following the recent protests and demonstrations in our city. This action plan will focus on public safety and racial justice. First, I will be creating a commission on police reform and racial justice. It will be chaired by City Councilwoman Michelle Chambers. The commission will look at the strengths and weaknesses of our public safety division, our community as a whole, and all current challenges that need to be addressed in our community. Further, they will be looking at the 8 Can't Wait initiative. In addition, this commission will be directed to report directly to my office without having to go through any intermediaries. Second, the Fort Wayne Police Department and the Fort Wayne United effort will be directed to build off of their past successes with an enhanced programming schedule designed to further educate our community. Third, I will be reconvening the Mayor's Roundtable on Public Safety. This roundtable, which has been inactive now for several months because of the coronavirus environment, will be put back into action. This roundtable consists of individuals representing a number of organizations in the city. They will explore various community sectors and how they can work together to enhance the overall safety of our city. Finally, I will ask our Chief of Police to address our police body camera situation in our police department and continue to look at the 8 Can't Wait initiatives. At this time, I would like to ask Police Chief Moore to come forward and say a few words. Chief?
All right, good day, everyone. Thanks for coming here today. I want to go over just a few things, especially the 8 points that have been brought up here recently. Want to let everyone know that Fort Wayne Police Department, we're doing it in some form or fashion, all of these 8 points already. Just going down the list here, when it comes to restraints, up here listed as strangle or chokeholds, that technique, the vascular restraint technique, was banned by a general order in January of 2019. We have since removed that from policy after further review. We do require and do train in de-escalation techniques. About a quarter of our training involves some form of de-escalation techniques. Required to warn before shooting when possible. Of course, we do that. That is in policy. Exhaust all alternatives before shooting. That is part of the force continuum that we utilize. Duty to intervene. That has been trained and has been in some form or fashion our rules and regulations. I have since placed that into policy. So now it is policy. We don't just train it and do it. It is also in our policy. Banning shooting at moving vehicles, that is in our policy as well, unless there's a threat. Establish the use of force continuum. We have had that in our policy for quite some time, many, many years. and we train off of that force continuum. And require all force to be reported, which we do. So thanks to our great training center here, I feel that we're ahead of some agencies. Obviously, we got some work to do, and we're going to do that, but the brave men and women of the Fort Wayne Police Department are dedicated to this community. And I just asked you to support them as we move forward together. I do want to speak real briefly about body cameras. Over the years, we've talked about them, whether it's been cost or storage. We haven't implemented it across the board. Last October, I went to Chicago to speak one-on-one with Motorola. They have a division called WatchGuard, which is our in-car cameras, but they also have a body camera. I was given a demo at that time to further look at it. During this time period of the last couple of years, we've been involved in a digital evidence project where we store our digital evidence. This is also with Motorola. It's called Vault. That is near completion. So once that is completed, we can then move forward with full implementation of body cameras. I was at City Council last week. I did bring a demo for them to view. Here in July, we should start our own demo of a body cam from WatchGuard, and then move forward with finding a funding source, which Council has assured me that they would fund it, but we are also looking for grant opportunities as well, so we can get these body cameras out and going. So like I said, our project, our digital evidence project, is near completion, which will allow us then to move forward with our body cam. Again, thank you very much for being here today. Mayor.
Thank you, Chief. How many of you picked up on the fact that I called him Chief Moore? I don't know why I said that. Now I would like to ask Councilwoman Michelle Chambers to come forward and to say a few words about her new role as chairperson.
Thank you, Mayor. Good afternoon, everyone. For the last 21 days tomorrow, our city has been on eggshells. And when the mayor gave me a call and asked me to chair this commission, I was honored that he would entrust me with such a heavy responsibility. But me being the chair is not the good thing about it. The good thing about this are the people behind me. The people standing behind you are a reflection of our city. We have our faith leaders, our community leaders, our concerned citizens. This commission will work hard to find and respond to issues that have come forth since the murder of Mr. Floyd. I am confident that we will be successful. I am very appreciative of the support of the administration. Within the next 2 weeks, we should be able to get out to you the meeting schedule. Ideally, I would like for us to have listening sessions, virtual listening sessions from the community. And so just know that this is a volunteer commission, and I'm sure that I speak on behalf of everyone that's standing behind me. We are honored to be the voice, and we are honored to be the change that our city is looking to do. And I'll just close with a statement from our local artist, Theo. Theo said today, "We may not agree with each other, but we have to be gentle with each other." Thank you for being here today. Mayor?
Thank you, Councilwoman. We will get eventually where we want to go and where we need to be. We'll be able to accomplish that through dialogue, engagement, and trust. I'm encouraged by the continued commitment of so many of you to bring about positive and meaningful change to make Fort Wayne the best city possible. Now is the time to move forward. We must strive together so that every resident who calls Fort Wayne home knows that they will be respected, appreciated, and valued. With that, I'm glad to open up any questions from the floor, or I'm sure those behind me will be available for individual interviews.
Any guidance from some of the groups that have raised questions? Some of the protest groups have had specific kind of demands. I don't know if demand's the right word, but points they have made. Was there a consultation with them regarding?
Well, we took into consideration many of the requests, demands, if you like. of those individuals when we put together the committee and some of the directives that will be forwarded to Fort Wayne United and to the police force. So yes, much of it has been put into place.
Mayor, one of those that hasn't, that was on the Changemakers Fort Wayne list of, I guess, demands, what Jonathan Paul's charges for operation or?
Well, that has not, that's no longer part of our purview, because once the arrest was made, then it's turned over to the county, and so it's up to the county prosecutor to further any action there. Again, I want to thank you all so much for coming. Again, all of us are available for additional interviews if you so desire. Thank you all so much for coming.